Hey y'all, it's Dave back with Blockbuster Underground. We're doing a movie review today. One second, let me grab a blue. The movie we're going to be reviewing is The Long Walk, directed by Francis Lawrence, written by J.T. Molnar, based on the Stephen King novel from 1979 of the same name that he published under his pen name Richard Bachman. I haven't had a chance to read the book yet. I'd heard premises of what, and obviously saw the trailers for what the movie will be. So I went into it not really knowing, well, kind of had an idea what's going on, but nothing in relation to. I've heard the book, the ending especially, is very different in the book than the film. A lot of the time, that's the case with a lot, especially with Stephen King novel adaptations. But let's talk the movie. Um, wow, it's basically like Hunger Games meets Stand by Me. Um, the whole movie is literally them walking. I know that sounds like bore fest, but and technically it could have been, but the two standouts. Let me just read off this cast list for starters here. We got Cooper Hoffman, David Janssen, Garrett Waring, Tut Nyot, Charlie Plummer, Ben Wang from Karate Kid Legends, Jordan Gonzalez, Joshua Ojic, Mark Hamill playing the Major, like Roman Griffin Davis. Remember the kid from Jojo Rabbit? Mm-hmm. He plays Curly. Judy Greer plays Cooper Hoffman's mom in the movie. Um, it's the acting in this film. Like, my God, like I said, this could have been a really boring fucking movie. Just them trudging for mile upon mile upon mile. Like, I think, spoiler alert, I think they wind up at 364 miles. Um, like, they're walking through the rain, they're walking through the night. Like, Cooper Hoffman's character is like falling asleep, having dreams of his mother, while I guess David Janssen's character is kind of dragging him along. The acting from Cooper Hoffman, he's Philip Seymour Hoffman's kid. Him and David Janssen, holy shit! Like, if there was a way to give an Oscar to two people at the same time, their interactions, the dialogue, the emotion that comes from those two characters alone is fucking breathtaking. It's one of the two of the best performances I've seen all year, easily, if not the last couple of years. The supporting cast, like Tut Nyot's character, um, he had me almost in tears in some scenes. Ben Wang, like a complete 180 from the Karate Kid character you saw. He's a foul mouthed kid, but you almost love these kids, most of them. By the end of the movie, I mean, obviously, spoiler, they don't all fucking make it. I'm not gonna say who ends up winning because it's actually different in the movie than it is in the book. But I'm not going to tell you that. So you're going to have to go see the movie to find out who it is that finally ends up winning the whole thing. Um, but the performances across the board throughout the entire film were top notch. Like I said, David Janssen, Cooper Hoffman, unbelievable. I'd seen Janssen before in Alien Romulus, and he was great in that. He was almost one of the best characters in that movie. Cooper Hoffman, he's been in a couple of things. I haven't seen anything of his up until now. I'm definitely going to go back and check out some stuff. But even the supporting cast, like Charlie Plummer, his character is an absolute fucking asshole um, throughout the entire film. Um, and a really kind of twisted, sad ending for his character. Ben Wang, like I said, complete one, and like nothing like the Karate Kid character he played at all. Garrett Waring, his character's got a deep seated secret that he keeps from everybody in the movie until near the end. Um, Jordan Gonzalez playing Harkness, who's basically this kid's just writing about being in the long walk. It's almost felt like a stand-in for Stephen King in a way, like writing the novel as they're experiencing this whole situation. It's supposed to be set in like a dystopian, weird future where everything's gone to shit and the country's trying to rebuild itself, and it's become like this authoritarian regime all of a sudden. And Mark Hamill's just this fucking scenery chewing, like almost cartoon like epitome of what this kind of shit would look like. I mean, you watch the local news nowadays in the U.S. and art imitates life, right, guys? Anyway, I'm not going to get into that. Judy Greer is only in a couple of scenes, but she does really well, playing Ray Cooper Hoffman's character named Ray. David Johnson is Peter. Um, she plays Ray's mom, and she pops up at the beginning, and then there's a scene near the end where she shows up too. But overall, like I said, strongest acting performances I've seen across the board in recent memory. Um, well paced, considering it's an hour and 48 minutes of people walking. Obviously, there's shit that goes on. The title credits, the title card, The Long Walk, doesn't even pop up until 22 minutes into the movie. That's how long it takes. Basically, it leads up to, spoiler bit, the first kid to get fucking for stopping or slowing down or whatever. Um, and that one kill is very, very graphic. The rest, well, there's another one that involves a tank. I won't, but they're not. It's not like in your face every time because there's like 50 kids, and there's actually a line Cooper Hoffman's character Ray has where he's like, I'm terrified of getting used to this," meaning getting used to the fact that these kids are just getting 86th one by one, and he like becoming desensitized to the violence is basically what he's insinuating, and he's terrified of that happening to him. But I mean, if you get a chance to go see this movie, definitely do. They had a they had a premiere the preview screening of this. Lionsgate set it up so that in the movie theater, instead of seats, there were treadmills, and moviegoers got on the treadmill and had to maintain the same speed the characters in the movie have to maintain. Like basically, if you go below 3 miles an hour, you get a warning, you get a second warning, a third warning, and then they kill you. But they had treadmills set up in the theater, and the moviegoers had to stay on the treadmills at the speed the characters in the movie were supposed to be traveling at. If you slowed down or you stopped or anything like that, get out of the theater. You can't watch the rest of the movie. Brilliant marketing plan on that one. But anyway, like I said, this is a thumbs up across the boards for me. Check it out in theaters if you get a chance. Great movie, and like I said, I plan on going back and checking out some of the other stuff that Cooper Hoffman's done because fuck, him and David Johnson, I'm telling you, man, Oscar worthy, fucking Oscar worthy. But anyway, let me wrap this one up. Let me get back to the editing bay, and we will catch you on the next video.